What's up guys, welcome back to YRN Modelcars, welcome back to another review. And today we are reviewing one of the coolest cars in my collection, which is the Porsche Carrera GT. Made by MiniChamps, 118 scale of course. And it's just this model. I'm really happy to have it in my collection because it's just a fantastic model. I used to have a Maisto Carrera GT before this, and then I replaced it with the MiniChamps version, and I'm really happy that I've done that because it's one of my favorite models in my collection at the moment. Now, I bought this model second-handed without box, so this model, it's not new. Yeah, it has been used before, so it does have a little bit of damaged, well, it does have damage marks on it. For instance, the front logo here, it kind of peeled off a little bit. There's parts missing of that logo, so yeah, and the paint is actually, there's a lot of small spots on it, so it's not perfect. And also on the interior, the floors are a little bit damaged, and also the rear wheels, the calipers, I don't know what happened to those, but I'll show you later. But still, it looks absolutely fantastic. And I don't know actually when MiniChamps released this model, because I think it's a bit of an older model. And I don't know how rare this model is. I did try to look it up, and I think there were quite some red ones by MiniChamps, but I think this silver is a little bit rarer. And yeah, AUTOart also made the Carrera GT, as you know, which is, well, actually some of those AUTOart colors are going for insane prices. And I got this for I think about 70 euros, which I think is a pretty good price for the model, because this is a fully opening diecast model, and you can also take off the roof, the rear wing raises up. Yeah, and I'll show you all of that throughout the review, but yeah, if you do manage to find one of these MiniChamps Carrera GTs for a good price, then I do recommend to get it, because it's a fantastic model. One other thing I want to say is that the license plates that you can see here and there, I've actually put those on myself. I do plan on doing a little tutorial on how to make plates like I do. I'm not saying it's the best way or the best quality plates you can make, but yeah, stay tuned for that. I've got most of my models, I've got custom plates on it. So yeah, let's start the review from the front. So, as I said, the Porsche logo is, yeah, you can see there, it started to peel off because it's a bit of an older model. You can see the headlights there, which are beautifully done. Also on the lens you can see the vertical lines inside of the cover, headlight cover, which is very nice detail. You can also see the headlight washers, the chrome headlight washers right there, very nice. And then the main bulbs also done very nicely, very cool. Got my own little custom plate, V10 CGT, as this has a V10 of course, Carrera GT, so V10 CGT made sense. Okay, so as you can see, the front is also really low on this model. Like, if you look at it from the side, look at how low that is. That's just so cool. and I love the design of the CGT. It's just something else. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see. Oh, there you go. These grills do not go through, but yeah, nice detailed with the mesh. And also in here there's no mesh, but it goes in for pretty deep, so very nice to see this kind of depth. And that's not just a giant piece of plastic, so as you can see it goes in pretty far. Taking a look at this side, we do have, of course, the turning wheels, as you can see. So on the left side of the Carrera GT, the wheels have the red center locks. If I just quickly show you on the other side, you can see blue center locks. Got the nice yellow calipers with the Porsche logo on it. Also got the brake calipers. Oh, sorry, the discs. Very nicely done. Take a look at the mirrors there. Very reflective, very nice. Taking a look at the rear wheels. Yeah, as I said, this is a used model, so I don't know what happened to the rear wheels, but on both sides, the rear wheels, the discs, the brake discs, they have this like yellow stuff on it. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see, but I tried to clean it, but it's a bit hard to get rid of. Also on this side, yeah, the calipers look really weird. It started to yellow, I guess. And it smells pretty old as well, so I think it's just because it's an old model. But yeah, got the yellow calipers, of course, with the Porsche logo. Taking a look at these side grills, a bit hard to see, but I don't think it goes all the way through. It does have quite nice depth to it. Let's take a look at the rear. So the Carrera GT logo, it's, well, the sticker they use for it is quite big, as you can see. It's quite there. So yeah, I don't know, back in the day maybe this was the best they could do, but I think they could have done better. Taking a look at the rear lights, also the details pretty good, as you can see there. Taking a look at the exhausts, beautiful exhaust, so unique. Also the diffuser is exposed carbon, as you can see. Got my custom plate there. Okay, so let's start with the openings. So, as I said, full opening model. So there's a little button underneath, right there. A bit hard to see, but if you push it, as you can see, it goes up a little bit. Then I'll just use my opening tool to fully open it. And look at that. That's a beautiful trunk, very nice replicated. And it's also a soft material that they use for it, so it's really realistic. Got the dog leg hinges unfortunately, but they are not really all that big. And one very cool thing with this model is, of course, that you can take off the roof. Now, the roof of this model on the real car can be stored in the trunk, and it's really cool to see that MiniChamps replicated that as well, so that the roof can fit inside the trunk. And the way you need to do it is take the passenger roof piece, put it in there upside down. Then we can take the driver's side roof piece and put it right on top. And as you can see, that fits perfectly, just like the real car. Just like the real car, the one needs to be stored upside down, and then the other one can just be stored right on top of it. And then in the real car you of course have these straps you can put over it so it stays in place. But if I just close it down, as you can see, it closes down perfectly. And now the roof is stored in the trunk, which is really cool. Really cool. Really cool to see MiniChamps have done the effort to make that possible. Really nice. So let's take a look in the interior. So as you can see, the steering wheel does move with the wheels. Doesn't really move a lot, but does work. We've got the Carrera GT door sill, and I don't know if you will be able to see that, but the floor mats, they have carbon fiber detail on it. But as it's an old model, it started to peel off a little bit, so it's a bit unfortunate. But we got the beautiful brown interior, the brown seats, nice seat belts with the buckles on there, very nicely done. We've got the center console there, if I just show you from the top. Beautifully colored buttons with the gear stick in the middle. Of course it's a manual car. You can see the gauge cluster there as well. Very nicely done. Let's open up the other door here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but yeah, the floor mats are coming off a bit. But that's it, it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. So if I just open the trunk again, we will put the roof back on. So I'll show you how that is done. Okay, so we take the one on the top first, which is the driver's side. And you can see it does have these little pins on it, which connect right up to the car. Take the other one out. Quite hard to do with one hand. Let me just put the camera down real quick. And then we can just put that on top. Now the roof is back on, as you can see there. The one on the drive side is actually, as you can see in the front, connects a little bit differently. But most of the time when it's displayed, it's with the roof inside the trunk. So now let's take a look at the engine. Now the rear wing does actually raise. So let me do that first. Just pull it up like that. So now the wing is raised. Doesn't really go very high, and the real car goes a bit higher. But the mechanism they use to open the engine cover is also interesting, because if you pull the wing a bit further, as you can see, I pulled it now a bit further. As you can see, the engine cover has been lifted as well a little bit. So what MiniChamps have done is that they connected the mechanism of the wing. You got like they connected it with a little plastic thing which comes up over there, which if you pull it a bit further, then it will open with this as well. So let me just put the camera down and I'll open the engine cover. with my opening tool. There we go. So if you just take a look at, you can see a little black pins over there. Could just put the wing back down for now so that we can take a better look at the engine and take a look at that. The V10, of course, legendary V10, beautiful detailed. Got all the details. You got the springs as well back there, and the depth in this detail and this engine is really nice. Also the grille, of course, it's a fully metal mesh real grille. Very cool to see. As you can see, it goes through all the way. Very nice. Also the hinges they use for this are really realistic. They use the struts, as you can see. Got the little blue colored caps over the back there. Very nice done. Yeah, it's just perfect. Just amazing. So I like to display it with the wing up and with the roof and the trunk. But yeah, just look at this model, guys. This is just beautiful. Carrera GT. I love the Carrera GT. It's one of the best sounding cars as well. Just like the Lexus LFA, also with the V10s, also considered one of the best sounding cars ever made. Yeah, beautiful model. So guys, check me out on Instagram as well. If you haven't already, link down below. You can check out my full model car collection over there. I will review all of my model cars, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next review.